1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to the AfterLife Podcast. We got so much stuff going on. Got so many topics. Just kidding. We struggle to find topics every week.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another wonderful episode of the AfterLife SMP Podcast. It is episode 12. We got the trifecta here. So this is going to be a monumental thing, as we're also going to be doing another trifecta in the coming weeks. But one of the people that we got on today is Whitefire himself.
Hello.
Okay, we also have what's his name again? Is it blonde with an E skunk? Blondie skunk?
Oh, Blondie.
Blondie skunk? Is that you?
Cute.
Hello, it's Blonde Skunk.
Oh, blonde skunk. My bad. I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared for that.
Not with an E. Come on now. That means a girl skunk.
But that's what your name used to be, so.
Yeah, but it's not like that anymore.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, we can go back to your roots, skunk. It's easy.
I don't want to go back to those days. Those are dark times.
Okay. Well, we have to make sure to mention AfterLife Podcast is also available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, so there will be links in the description down below if you guys are interested in that. Also on the tweet too if you guys are interested in that. Also, we have the Discord in the description down below too if you guys want to join in all the fun memes and build competitions that we got going on, and also interact with the community that we have too. And also there are applications going on if you want to become an AfterLife member, so there's a link in the description down below if you guys want to read up on more about that. And also, just if you guys want to watch it and, possibly see what we're all about. But besides that, how has everybody's past week been? Or, well, for White, past couple weeks since you haven't been a part of the podcast and since you didn't want to talk to us and be friends and socialize with us,
Wow.
Okay, Jay. That's not the reason. Okay.
It's okay, White. It's okay. We understand here on the AfterLife Podcast,
I've been. You know what? I'll just leave.
Well, see, you guys, he really doesn't want to socialize with us for some reason, and put out his life and just have fun talking with us and putting it out on the internet. We try our hardest to get Whitefire on, but he always is resistant to it.
This past week has been awful.
Has it, White?
Absolutely awful, because I'm getting sick and or are sick, as my voice probably already suggests.
You're so sick. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Now, why do you think you're getting sick? What is the cause of the sickness? This is what I mean.
It's a cold.
So none of your roommates are giving it to you? You don't think you ate something that might have been somebody sneezed on, or maybe somebody sneezed right next to you?
It might have been one of my friends who I go to class with. He was kind of out sick for 2 days. But
I see.
Other than that, I usually get a cold twice a year. It's about how it sounds. I spend at least a few days sounding like this. Lasts about 2 weeks maybe, and then I'm done for 6 months.
Wait. I think Mario might have gave him something.
What? What did he give him? White's not getting the reference.
Oh.
If anything, I thought, well, that's true. Mario's been coughing kind of every now and then, so supposedly that certain illness is a sleep agent where it comes alive at the last second when it's most effective against you. So
come on, we all know Jay gave that to me and to the entire server.
Bro,
we all know
all Jay's fault.
You got the Pepega virus from Skunk over there. He gave you a cremated turtle head on top of your head, so I'm sure having a dead turtle on your head is not that great for you.
They're made from the vines of the jungle.
Yeah, sure. That's why they look so exact. It's like a replica.
Yes, that's how things are made, Jay. All right, you make it from other things. Okay, like eyelashes. The fake eyelashes. Some you can get with fox fur, and then some you can get made out of actual strands.
How do you know, Skunk? Do you have experience?
I watched a recommended YouTube video on eyelashes.
Okay, so that's what Skunk's been doing with his past week,
The stuff that I watch on YouTube is so ridiculous.
I just don't know how you do it.
I just go on tangents of just watching endless amounts of YouTube. It's bad. It really is.
I never have time to do that. kind of sucks, but at the same time, it doesn't because I'm always busy. Like this
Yeah, but
entire
don't
past
you want to
week.
relax sometimes?
My relaxing is watching Minecraft.
A
So it's relaxing, but it's not like I'm still
full-on
engaged.
level engagement, entertainment value.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, my past week has mainly just been school,
Mhm.
getting more sick and feeling terrible, and playing Minecraft. That's about it.
Mm.
I have one project in school that's taking up the vast majority of my time, and it's not completely done yet.
When's it due?
My Wednesday. It's we've had like a week and a half so far to do it.
Mhm.
It's basically like it's a coding project. We have to make a shell is what it's called, or like a computer, like to type things in.
Mhm.
We're mostly done with it. My partner spent, I think, it's a partner project, so I think my partner spent more time than I have on it.
Mm.
But this class is gonna kill me.
Is that because your partner wanted to, or is it just because you haven't been the team player?
Oh no, he just goes ahead and does
Oh,
stuff.
so
Like
yeah, he's a workaholic kind of.
So that's a good partner to have.
Yes. But then it's also kind of bad because then you don't learn as much either in the
True.
end.
what's that? And I also feel kind of bad about like
Yeah.
not contributing as much, but at the same time, he's all over it.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure he works nonstop.
Maybe. I mean, some
Well, not
people enjoy that.
nonstop, but like
More time? I don't know.
he works a lot and then just like doesn't exist for a day, and then works a lot and then doesn't exist for a day.
Hmm.
So, because he's also like a TA helping for a class or
Oh,
two.
so
He's like,
man, so that means he's juggling a lot then, probably.
he's juggling quite a bit, yeah, but he also works nonstop. So
Hmm.
at least it feels like it.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. That just seems like too much. It's
Doesn't
like,
seem healthy.
I wouldn't want to. Like, I don't know. School's fine, and like, yeah, you want to put in a lot of work, but I also don't want school to be my life.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
90%
no.
of the time, then the other 10% be some form of non-school relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. No, not for me. No thanks. I will take my lower GPA for that.
Wow.
My GPA is not bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
But it could be better if I work 24/7.
Yeah, but nobody wants to do that. You gotta
No, but you got
maintain
other
part of
things.
your mental capacity
Yes,
and
you got other
still not
things.
suffer so much.
Yeah,
Gotta live a little.
Agreed.
live a little.
Just
Yeah,
like
Jay,
Skunk
live a
did this
little.
past week, Smile. What'd you do, Skunk?
I lived. Are we gonna talk about that just yet?
We're gonna talk
My
about your
week's kind of
past week.
adventurous.
It's about your past week, so let's.
I mean, okay, so I guess to start off, I had my birthday week. I
Oh
like to call
my
it my birthday
gosh.
week.
How old are you now, Skunk?
2?
22, double the twos.
Man, such a
Fantastic.
big
Are you sure you're
boomer.
not seeing double after Tuesday?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I am worried though. Like, okay, I'll explain the story in a little bit for those that don't understand. But I am worried that I'm like going blind. I've been casually telling Jay like I might have a brain tumor, but
Blind?
that's
I thought
besides
you
the
said you
point.
were just forgetting stuff. Now it's blind.
Yeah, I think I'm just dying. I think that's what's happening. Like it's
Skunk
like
just has
slowly catching up with
paranoia.
me. Anyway, so the story is my birthday was on Tuesday, February 18th. I was at work and we were on a scaffolding job. We're doing stucco, plastering a building. And we were, taking down the scaffolding, doing different things. We're rearranging it. I was finishing something up at the top of the scaffold, the very top. It's about 15 feet high up. I was on like that top level, and we have these outriggers. So these outriggers, they have the regular scaffolding, like you see in Minecraft, and then there's like little like 2D out bits that you can like get closer to the building.
Mm-hmm.
I was on one of those. And so what happened is that the boards go across and went like this, and I was on this side, and I stepped on this side, so the board went down, and I think another board came with it because 2 boards, when I went down, I fell 15 feet, and 2 boards fell right on top of me. Now, that was probably the most scariest experience of my life because I got up and I was like, "What the heck just happened?" And, I was like, dust, everything. It was like, "Whoa." I just, like, woke up, like, "Oh my god." And then my coworkers are, like, shouting and everything. They're like, "What happened? What happened? What happened?" And, yeah, I got up. I was fine. I was okay, but I'm never gonna do that again. It was so scary. So, but yeah, I do feel, like, a little bit sore, like, all over my body now, like, the after effects, but, like, initially, like, the shock of it all, I didn't feel anything. It was weird. It was, like, a really weird feeling. But, yeah, that happened on my birthday, so that's nice. Um,
Surprise.
yeah, surprise.
Surprise.
I also, I think we talked about this in the podcast before. Um, I got asked to join the choir at my church. So
Mhm.
our first rehearsal was this past week on Tuesday, on my birthday. So that was a very fun day. It's not even just the whole week. It's like just that day was just exciting. So yeah, went to that, you know, got to meet Maria, you know, and my new friend Tyler. So yeah, it was fun. And it's
My
just a
new friend
casual.
Tyler.
And my new friend Tyler, yeah. But no, yeah, that was really fun too. It's a very casual, like sort of like just singing and just kind of just practicing for major things that happen in the church. So yeah, it's fun. Um, what else happened this week? Not much else, but I have to say that was a very, very, very scary and exciting week. So yeah, but yeah, that's my week
You're not going to
in
give
that
us like
one
the
day.
full details of like who Tyler is, as a part of the story.
Well,
Why you said his name in such a different tone and depressing, or like, not
no.
as excited.
No, well, no, there's not really much to say yet because I don't know their full character, and I don't wanna say it just yet
Well, I mean, you
because
could always like give an idea of like who they are in the scenario. You're
okay,
just like
alright,
Tyler. Who's
alright,
Tyler? Who's Maria?
you seem like okay, I was gonna say, you seem like you really wanna know who Tyler is. I don't
Well,
know
I mean,
about you,
I
bro.
already know. I'm just trying to
Jay's very
elaborate
interested
for
in
everyone.
Tyler.
Well, no, I already
Okay,
know. Skunk
alright,
has already
don't
told me
worry.
everything. I just want people to know instead of just being like, oh, yeah,
Okay.
Skunk meant Maria. Okay, Jay's
Yeah,
giving
but
raised
that's
eyebrows all of a
like,
sudden. Huh, why is Jay
Maria.
raising his
Everybody
eyebrows a
knows who
bunch?
Maria is, though. Everybody knows who
Well,
Maria is.
now,
Maria,
mm-hmm.
you know who Maria everybody knows who
I
Maria is.
know.
Choir girl. Choir girl. Okay,
Okay,
so
who's choir? Mm-hmm.
choir girl is, the one who asked me to join the choir because I was at church one Sunday, and she turned around, she went, "You should join choir." Pretty young girl, by the way, and, like my age, and,
Okay,
so
I
I
was
was
about to
like,
say, that was like a pretty dark spot right there. I was like, pretty
"No,
young
no, no, no,
boy.
no, when you say young, you mean like you don't mean like kid.
No,
Good lord."
Some
I'm
people
like
do.
kid.
You gotta
Yeah,
clarify
she was
stuff.
pretty
You gotta
young,
clarify.
pretty young.
Listen, nobody wants none of that, okay? Come on now, y'all sick of it in the mind if you want some
I
of
mean,
that.
not nobody.
Okay.
Obviously, some people do.
Okay. They're weird, first of all. Okay. And I'm sorry if you're listening, but you're weird. Um, no, but yeah, she turned around, she asked me, she said, join. And my immediate thought was like, who the heck is this person? Like I didn't know like what she was all about. And then like all of a sudden, all the other like the main lady that sings every week, she came over, then the organist came over, and they just started introducing themselves to me. So it's like they had this sort of like planned out, like they were gonna catch me one of these Sundays singing at church, and they were gonna be like, okay, we're gonna get you in the choir. So I joined. And so that's Maria. Maria is the one who asked me to join. And I think she likes me. That's why. Okay. Tyler is the person, uh, dude friend who sits next to me
Mm-hmm.
on my left side. and he is like the soloist. Like he's been there for a little bit, so he has some experience. So he's like showing me like with okay, all right, those words may not be pretty good. All right, I'm just saying right now. Okay, uh no, I was gonna say is that he's showing me like all the notes and everything, which lines we read and all that. So okay, so he's like like my friend now. He's like my friend. He's showing me everything. So I was like, all right, I like this group. It's pretty good. But yeah, I don't know.
Why'd you have to say his name in such a different tone?
What's the tone? What was the tone?
You said it
Give me
in
an
a lot
example.
less
Give me an
happy.
example.
We got pretty young Maria here, and then we got Tyler. And Tyler.
And Tyler. That's it. That's
just
it.
Tyler.
Well, no,
Well, the
there's
reason why I say that is because I already have a friend named Tyler. It's my cousin, so it's like it's kind of like I want like something different. Like,
oh yeah, we're gonna change your name to Tai Tai.
I get that's a little bit weird. I'll be honest. Well, a little bit weird. It's like when people call me Kai.
Like Caillou.
Only certain people are allowed to call me Kai.
Kai?
Like parents.
Okay, Kai.
Okay,
oh
Kai.
Gosh, dang it.
Sounds-
I'm gonna be
sounds-
meeting up
sounds
with you
okay.
people in like 2.5 weeks, okay? And you'd be calling me Kai when we first meet up.
I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh,
can't be
Kai, I'm
having
a
that.
big fan. Kai, do you want broccoli?
What did you say the other night?
No, I
You're
can't
gonna
say
be stopped-
that.
Whoa, okay, what?
I can't say that
Why?
because it's something to do. Okay, I can't say it.
Good.
Because then it would spoil too much. Okay.
What? You're actually gonna do it? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I have intentions of saying it to you,
Oh my
but I mean,
God.
I don't know if I'm gonna record that. It's just gonna be something to do to you while
In
we're at
the
the
grocery
place.
store?
Yeah.
What? You guys gotta fill me in.
Why? It's not my fault you're busy. My gosh, you're
Maybe
missing out
after
on
the
all the
podcast-
socialization.
I don't have much of a choice, and I do socialize, just not with you guys.
Wow, you see,
Well, you
White's
should
put us
because
on
we're
the
meeting
back
up.
burner now.
He has other friends.
No.
Feels bad, man.
That's what he's saying.
Okay, White.
Feels,
It's
No.
okay.
feels,
It's okay.
feels taco,
Okay.
man.
It's okay, White. It's okay. White. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm being bullied.
White. Calm down. Calm down. Now everything's
You're not
about
being
you.
bullied. Jay, I still think you should have said the thing.
Okay, so my past week has been a pretty standard
Oh,
week.
yeah.
Tuesday was probably all right. I had an advising appointment, so I got to meet with my advisor, know about what my upcoming schedules are to be. And seems like I'm gonna have like a pretty lax year in fall and spring next year, so that should be exciting. Nice
More
lady.
time to make videos.
Potentially, I mean, I'm supposed to only take 4 classes fall and 4 classes spring, so that should be, easier on my life. But
You would think that'd be easier, Jay, but I have 4 classes this semester, and it's not exactly.
no, I get to choose what my free electives are. I could make them where they're like my major classes, so if I wanted to, I can make them difficult or more moderate, whatever. Or I could just choose some of the easy classes. Well, I mean, it's all up to me because they're free electives. It's just whatever I need to get me my actual degree in then to fulfill the college's requirements. Also on Tuesday, saw Bad Boys with my roommate. I decided that, I was like, okay, well, people are busy on the Discord. All the AfterLife members are busy doing stuff. Skunk's busy celebrating his birthday. So I'm like, okay, well, everybody's busy. Might as well try to do something. So I hit up my friends. I'm like, hey, okay, I got 5 movie choices for you guys. Choose one of them. And then one of them's like, I want to see Little Woman. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not going to see Little Woman. I gave you 1917 or whatever it's called. I gave you Bad Boys for Life. I gave you there's like other movies that are out that are like really good. But she was like, Little Woman. I'm like, are you? That's the person who I was talking to on the phone before the podcast, by the way. But I was like, no. I'm like, we're not about to see Little Woman. She tried to do that a month ago, but I said no. And so me and my roommate ended up seeing Bad Boys for Life, despite it like pouring cats and dogs and me probably almost getting us killed in the rain. But it was a pretty good movie.
Explain.
Well, it was like 7 o'clock at night. So, it's
Mhm.
already dark outside, and then it's pouring outside. So, it doesn't really help because then you can't really see the road as well then. And then people don't drive well in the rain either around. Like, there's people like driving 20 miles per hour under the speed limit when it's like 65. So, yeah. And people just randomly braking or whatever, or
Yep.
just starting to accelerate, like going 80. It's like, speed limit 65 and it's raining outside, and you're like,
Yep.
trying to get us killed? Okay. But, so it was still a good movie. Thought it was like, pretty high tier, like pretty funny, even though it's been, what, like a decade or two since they released the previous Bad Boy, but seems like they kind of left it on a note where it's like open to another Bad Boy movie. I guess that's kind of a spoiler, but I don't care. So thought it was a pretty good movie. You guys probably get a good laugh out of it. I laughed like 80% of the movie. Will
Might be give it
Smith
a
and
watch.
Martin Lawrence are pretty funny, even though Martin Lawrence still kind of looks a little bit chunky, but to be a cop in
Ooh.
the movie. But and then Will Smith starting to age. I could see it in the movie. I'm like, you're looking a little bit
Yeah.
older than I thought. I thought you were
Yeah.
supposed to be aging like fine wine, but nope, he's starting to break.
That happens.
Hmm. I
Like
was wondering.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Like he's pudgy
Yeah.
now.
Mm-hmm. But I was
Leave my
wondering.
man Leo alone.
No,
Oh.
he's falling apart over there. So I was wondering, when was the last time you guys have been to a movie theater?
I guess it was for Star Wars.
I mean, I figured that would have been an easy one
The
for
last
you,
one.
but I didn't know for White, so I was kind of curious. Or if you guys
It's
even went afterwards. Because 1917 was supposed to be a movie that everybody was like dying for to see. Which I didn't really understand why, because I was like, this just looks like a World War I movie,
well,
but hmm.
I don't because I think I'm just not that big of a movie person in general. Like I don't know. I think I just find other things like, for instance, video games are just
Yeah.
my source of entertainment. So I don't or YouTube. Like
Hmm.
like I don't know. I think I get more entertainment out of just watching multiple videos
Yeah.
instead of watching like one long movie. Unless it's like Star Wars. I think Star Wars is like my only exception. Or
Or
I don't know.
Marvel movies, I assume. Some.
Or Marvel movies, yeah, some of them that are, like, really big, and it's like, "Oh, you have to see them." Like, "Okay, I'll see them." So, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I just have other forms of entertainment that I enjoy. So I don't go to the movies that much.
I
So,
mean, I
I
don't
don't know.
either. I just
Unfortunate.
figure it would be a nice thing to do to get me outside, right?
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
go
of
outside
course.
as much as I think I should, and it's an easy thing to hang out with people. So, get a good laugh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I went with some friends over winter break, but I don't remember what we went and saw.
Jumanji.
No.
Um,
I think we did? Maybe we didn't? No, we didn't. I don't think we went over winter break. Before that, though, the last time I had been to a movie theater was for Endgame.
that's what I was figuring it was. Man, that's been a while then for you. I'm a bit surprised.
I I feel like there was another time since
Endgame was good,
then.
though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
definitely a good one to see in theaters for sure.
Hmm. Did you guys think you guys went to the movies more often when you were younger?
Oh, I definitely did because in summer
mhm.
camp they we well, it was actually kinda cool because in summer camp, we used to do things every single day of the week. So, one day we'd go to the roller skating rink, one day we'd go bowling, one day we'd go to the did I say movies already? I guess I did. But, no, one day we'd do everything. I think once and at the end of summer camp, we went ice skating. So, it was like every week we're going to the movies, and that's how
Hmm.
we, like, saw, like, all the movies. That's how I got to see Cars in theaters, everything. So,
I
yeah.
did see a movie, but it was over winter break.
Boy.
Uh-oh. He lied to us.
It was that murder mystery movie.
Oh, isn't it like the train one, right? There's
God.
like there were like a couple that came out within the past couple months, which was kind of weird. Like,
Knives Out.
oh, that. Yeah, that was like really good supposedly.
It was pretty good.
I've been interested in seeing that, but haven't cared enough to go watch it since it's been out for a few months now.
Mhm.
So just figure I'd wait
I
longer for it to come out on DVD, Smile,
or
or other
Netflix.
platforms.
Netflix, Hulu, any other Amazon.
Yeah, I've been to the movie theater twice in the past year. So I mean, the issue I have with going to the movies is why? Like, I don't really care enough to see the movie as soon as it's released,
Mm.
if I even see it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do see it, I'll just either rent it for a few dollars or get it on Netflix or something like that if it's on there,
Yeah.
or just watch Netflix stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I mostly do. I watch most of what I watch if it's not on YouTube is TV shows on Netflix.
Mm.
So or Hulu. So
Mhm.
like I don't know. It's like you have to pay extra money for an experience that's I mean it's fine. I've been to quite a few movies over the years, but I don't really care. It's extra money
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't want to spend. So
but it's also about getting out too in a way, not staying in, whatever your house, or just also being able to go somewhere a little bit different in a different
I mean,
atmosphere. And I guess for some people, they
Right.
typically like go out to dinner too. So that's also like something that usually
Dinner and a
accompanies
movie.
it.
there's other ways of getting out though
Yeah, but that's
that don't cost money.
like an easy go-to one for a lot of people because it's like something you can instantly think of.
Right.
I
But
mean, you can go
I
for a
think that's the
hike if
way it
it's a good
is for
day.
me.
Oh
Like,
God, we got fitness fire over here.
I would like to do that.
I mean, it's not even like a fitness thing.
Hmm.
I mean, like, it's the hey, you want to go on a hike? Sure. Hey, you want to go? And when it
Yeah.
gets warmer, anyways. In the winter, I can understand like not wanting to go outside,
Hmm.
but like when it's spring, summer, fall, like
Yeah.
go for a hike, go to the beach,
My
go picnic, go to a
Well, I guess
park. I
some of
don't
those
know.
things aren't as easily accessible for everyone
True, it's
necessarily,
not
I guess.
as easy accessible for everyone, but
around
there's
here
still
it
things
is.
to do. A
Mm.
park is typically pretty accessible. Like,
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
the some that's not a good enough satisfaction, which I guess might be, certain problems with it. Like some people just want to sit around and kind of do nothing and just watch something with a better experience. Maybe some people want to like get some exercise in and gain satisfaction that way or whatever. So that might be it.
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah, if I'm sitting around watching something, I'm probably gonna sit at home. So I'm not gonna. I would rather not pay money to go sit somewhere else and do something
Mm.
when I don't personally think it's that much of an upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's cool, but what I have here works. So
Mm.
I
Interesting.
can agree with that. I definitely can.
Mm. Okay. So we kind of, went into
But
it, but White has a question that says a day in the life of an AfterLife SMP member. So I don't know if you want to
oh,
elaborate on that, White, so we can kind of get an idea about that. But
I mean, we
mm,
kind of already go over, it, but like, what's your guys' average day? Like, what do you do?
mm.
um I guess for me it sort of just depends on the day. So are we talking about just like weekends or weekdays? Like
Weekdays.
okay, weekdays. Weekdays, I guess we'll just start from when I first wake up. So when I first wake up, uh generally I just get up at like 5:30, and get myself ready, get my cup of coffee, go out the door and work from 7 to I guess 3. So, and then typically after I'm done work, I'll wrap things up at the yard when we get back to the yard, and then I'll just go straight home or I'll go to Dunkin' Donuts, get my Dunkin' Donuts. I have to get my Dunk
Yeah.
I have to get my Dunkin' Donuts, and I think it's like a medical thing because well, I'm telling you because I need like caffeine because I'm so tired after work that I don't want to be dozing off behind the wheel. So I need to have my coffee right there.
Mm.
Um, so that gets me home, and you depends on the day. If it's a stream day, I'll get home, I'll get ready to stream, or I'll get ready to record. And I don't usually eat. Sometimes I'll eat, um, or I'll grab something on the way home. And those days I usually don't grab Dunkin' Donuts. So it's very complicated. It all depends on like what mood I'm in, really.
Okay.
So with that stuff. But then when it comes time to like just do the stream and everything, I'll either do a stream or do the recording, whatever. And then afterwards, um, well, some days I guess I'm not even doing that either. Usually, sometimes I'll just talk to Jay, or I'll talk to other AfterLife members or whatever, but mainly Jay. Um, what else? And then I'll usually around like 10 o'clock, 10:30, I'll get off and then go watch YouTube or whatever. Watch all my recommended videos until 11:30, and then I doze off to that. That's it.
Only 6 hours of sleep? Wow.
I thought bedtime was 9:30, Skunk.
What are you talking about?
You told me it was 9:30 the other day. Now
It's
it's
not.
11:30 is when you're falling asleep.
Well, no, I mean, like, you know that, because I'll get off at like 10:30, sometimes
Yeah,
earlier if I'm
because
really
you don't want
tired.
to value friendship. Instead, you want to
It
watch
depends on
YouTube videos.
it depends on how much my
Relatable.
body needs, like in terms of energy. Like
What?
sometimes I need to just like absorb the energy out of my mattress and just lay there and just like bask in like the comfort, you know?
Mm.
That's
So
just
you're a
how I
cat.
feel
Okay.
sometimes. Basically, yeah, I'm just like, gonna go lick myself a little bit. So that's basically what happens. So
Get that off my screen. Ugh.
listen,
Ugh.
you're gonna be hanging out with me in 2.5 weeks. So just so you know,
I'm regretting this decision.
Are
you
you
should.
really though?
It's gonna be
No,
fun.
it'll be
I
fun
can't
to
wait. I
harass you
can't
too.
wait.
So
No, we'll
Wow.
harass you. We'll team up against you, White.
You both will probably harass me.
Well, that's probably what's gonna happen. We're gonna team up against you. We're gonna like prank
Yeah.
you and whatnot.
Yeah. Jay said he's gonna lock his door. I told him no because I want to prank you in the middle of the night. I got
Jay's
plans.
just a little scaredy cat.
Yeah. I gotta make sure I'm well protected. Nobody's gonna try to come from behind or anything. Gotta
I'll be
maintain
honest,
safety.
I'm not much of a prankster, so
Don't worry, I got you. I got you.
Well, I
Just
mean,
like
I've seen what
just like
Skunk
Team
came up
Turtle.
with Baby Yoda. Skunk's over here making Baby Yoda poop his pants with you. Like, if he's doing that to Baby Yoda, what's he gonna do to me then?
I
Oh,
mean
in real life, yeah.
that was like,
That was a combination.
yeah, I feel like that was. Didn't I just grab the wool and just start doing it, and then you joined in?
No,
thought
no,
that was-
I thought one of you came up with the idea, and then
no.
you
I
both
said we
started
should
doing.
make Baby Yoda poop. Like poop in Jay's house, and then you're like, "Hold on, I'll go grab the wool real quick."
Oh,
Because you then went over to Hugh's shop and basically bought all that, which was it was perfect. It made so much sense. There was a hole right there. It was perfectly aligned with the door. Just all
Now
in the
Baby
house.
Yoda's gone. He's on vacation now.
Yeah, yeah.
wait, is he actually?
He's gone.
Woo!
He's been gone for the past week.
Yay! Now
Good.
somebody can build a house there.
No.
Yes.
One of those new AfterLife members who come to
No,
the
they're not
application
gonna block
event.
my house. That is why I have property right there. So no.
That is open real estate.
That is open real estate.
I will blow up their house in an instant.
I will make a block of obsidian right there just to annoy you.
That will be great. That's free obsidian for me. I've been needing more ender chests.
Yeah, you keep losing yours. Don't
Like,
you?
come on, Jay. Like you would actually mind that.
I mean, what else do I gotta do? I mean, I reinvented the path yesterday or the past 2 days. So, I mean, I'm done with that. Commercial district path looks way better now. Improved.
It does. It does. Sorry, Hugh. It does.
And then like a week ago, I did the whatchamacallit. I did the path towards the games district. So your mighty fine entrance. So I did that. I don't know if you noticed that, but did
Yeah.
that.
I saw that.
He also redid the entrance as well. So
What?
he moved it.
You trying to make a joke?
Yes.
Trying to cause panic? I was like, wait, what?
Wait, what? I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me redo the entrance real quickly. See what White thinks.
Just,
if he even notices, just makes it like
Wow.
like a tiny bit bigger and see if he notice.
Of course I'd notice.
Would you really though?
What if you just shifted it over 2 blocks?
You wouldn't
That'd
notice
be
that.
so annoying. Well, no, I mean just like back.
Well, I
like,
guess you would no because that backwards. Yeah, he wouldn't notice that.
Yeah, you wouldn't notice that. I don't even think I would notice that. To be
Are
honest.
you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you positive?
Like if everything was the same.
Skunk
I don't think
IV
you would notice it.
positive.
Skunk IV what?
Okay, White. So what is a day in a life for you?
Oh yeah, we're still on that.
White is currently one of the parts of White's life currently is blowing his nose into tissues constantly now. He's just dying over there with the
Awful.
coronavirus.
Yeah. See what you did, Mario. See what you did, Mario. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Good
you,
lord.
Team Panda Scum.
Whoa,
Yeah, Team
whoa!
Pandas.
Please refrain from using that kind of language.
I mean,
AfterLife
that's
HR
what
is
I've
gonna
been
be.
saying in people's comment sections. Look, good job, Skunk, beating that Team Panda Scum. Good job, Ash, beating that Team Panda Scum.
What do you mean?
You know?
If you watch Skunk's latest video, he's over here advocating for Team Panda. Basically, he's like, you don't know what Team Panda has up their sleeve. I can also tell at the 17-minute mark of your video, you wanted to say Team Panda instead of Team Turtle so many times. I can feel you.
Me? I would never.
Because you would be like,
he would never. Come on.
You would say, P, and then you would be like, Turtle.
No.
Yes, you could literally hear it. And it's like,
Turtle.
Yeah, you would literally do that. It's like, huh.
Probably.
You did that like 2 or 3 times at the end. I'm like, nice.
By the way, White, I have another idea for a prank.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Are they gonna respond in your group chat?
No.
Oh,
No.
It feels bad, man.
No, nobody does. Feels bad.
Okay, so that's a part of White's day in the life. He doesn't respond to Skunk's messages. Okay, what else, White?
No, but I mean, for me, it depends on the day a lot of times because like I have set schedules for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, set schedules for Tuesday, Thursday, and set schedules for Saturday, Sunday. Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday is usually I get up at 5:20, whatever it is, get ready, go to the gym from 6 to 7, get back, take a shower, go to my class that's at 8 o'clock. Maybe eat breakfast somewhere in there, either before or after class. Then after class, my day is whatever I need to get done. So it's whether it's schoolwork, whether it's recording, whether it's streaming, whatever it is that day, just do that until I eat lunch at some point, like around noonish. I eat dinner at like 6 o'clock, and then I go to bed. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursday is typically get up around 7:30, 8 o'clock ish. I mean, like I go to bed at like 10:30. Okay, because I've noticed like if I go to bed any later than like 11:30, I am tired the next day. Really tired. So I go to bed earlier. Yeah, I get up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Eat some breakfast, maybe respond to some comments or render a video or work on just whatever I need to work on until about 10:30ish. Then I go to class. I eat lunch at around 12:30. Go to my 2 o'clock class, go to my 3:30 class, then get back home and then work on homework or record or whatever it is until dinner. Thursdays, we go out for dinner. Myself and 6 of my friends go out to every Thursday night, go out to dinner together at around 6:30, 7 o'clock. So do that. And then that's it. And then weekends, it's just whenever I get up. Usually I get up at around, usually it's around 7:30, 8 o'clock. But sometimes it's later. Sometimes it's 9 or 10. 10 is really rare these days. Usually somewhere between 7:30 and 9. So.
Interesting. A day in the life of Whitefire.
Day in the life. Can we get a video?
Yeah, can we get a vlog? Come on.
That'd be awesome.
It would be really boring. It would be really boring.
Well, no, it's all about how you edit it and how you talk to the camera. It's literally all it is.
I guess.
You can make a boring day look fun. Yes, Skunk. Yes.
Yeah, can I go get more water?
No, put it down.
Please?
Okay.
Sit your butt down.
Boy, you can last like another 20, 30 minutes. Come on, you always have to do something
Here.
during the podcast.
Have some of mine.
Skunk,
No,
you want some of mine?
no.
You want some of mine?
Ready?
Come on.
Ready?
You guys have been. I drank 2 of these. I drank 2 of these already.
Man. You know, I'm supposed to be talking about my day in the life, and you're just gonna be leaving. Like, this is like horrendous behavior.
It's okay, Jay. Go ahead.
No.
What's your day like?
So my Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are probably my easy days. I go to 2 classes only. My first class is at 11:10, so I don't wake up until 9:45. Today
Makes
was
sense.
one where I was almost a bit late. I almost overslept because I was like, I can lay in bed another few minutes after my alarm. Nope, it was like 10:02 or whatever. I was like, oh, gotta take my shower real quickly then. Took my shower, got to the bus. If I was a minute later, I would have missed the bus for sure. But typically, I'm like 5 minutes early for the bus, just in case. Go to 2 classes, come back. You know, depends on if I miss the bus or not because of when that last class ends. So, yeah, so it's either I get back at like 1:30 or I get back at 2:30. So, then afterwards, then it's just all about, you know, what do I need to do that day? Like, I have a to-do checklist that syncs with my Google Calendar, so that's how I kind of know if, you know, I should be reading or if I should be doing this assignment or maybe, you know, something following up with something or afterlife related, but it's all kind of different for that. But Tuesday, Thursdays are my more jam-packed days where I got all my major required classes basically on those days. So I wake up at 7:45 for those ones. And then I think I finish around, what is it?
Wait, so you actually get up at 7:45?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Lucky.
I know. Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, before that, I used to have an 8 o'clock for that. So then I would have to wake up at like 6:50 or maybe even earlier, right? No, maybe. But I refined that because I kept emailing my advisor enough and enough to where she moved me into classes that were technically full. So, but yeah, typically all my days end around 2 and then I'm free for the rest of the day. But typically I don't go to bed until
And
1 or 2, which is probably bad. Or even later.
you're missing a part.
Oh yeah, I also talked to my best friends from the AfterLife SMP. We got Whitefire and Blonde Skunk. We also got Hugh-Bone. We also have my son Square Mario, but he's like a bit hit or miss with the CSGO he's been playing lately. I feel like he's been developing a very strong addiction after having a week off from the game, but I don't know, you know.
Yeah,
There's
he's like
only
your
one
drug
way.
addict.
Yeah, there's only one way to stop that. That is you have to uninstall the game. You have to uninstall the game.
I guess you do, but it's like still just as easy to reinstall it though. So it doesn't really make a difference.
Not,
I
but
feel
you
like
have
he
to,
would.
then you have to install it and you have to wait for it. If it's already installed, like you
I mean,
can
it
just
helps.
click on it and the game
It
runs.
helps. But like, I don't think it's a big enough difference. For me, it's like, oh, I could reinstall Hearthstone and that takes like 2 minutes and voila, I'm back in. But I haven't played Hearthstone in the past 3 weeks while I've had it uninstalled because I'm like, I don't want to play the game anymore. Either I play Minecraft or I'm on the internet. Either one or talking on Discord. One of those 3 things.
Yeah, that's what it is for me as well these days. Because ever since I uninstalled Rocket League, the reason I uninstalled it was like I don't even want to see it on my desktop. I don't want to log into my computer and even see it there, because then I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, I want to play Rocket League."
Yeah.
It's just like even just seeing
Y'all
the
got
icon, just like,
addiction.
ooh, yeah.
Y'all
So
got
I just
addiction.
completely uninstalled it, and I think I played it once a few weeks ago, but
I don't think
I
have an
reinstalled it,
either.
played a few games, said I now realize I remember why I uninstalled it, uninstalled it, and then moved on with my life. So for me, it's either Minecraft or schoolwork or socializing. That's it basically.
Well, that's good. That's very good.
I mean, I still have Call of Duty installed on my computer. I have other Steam games I have installed. I think I even have Overwatch installed, but I don't play any of those games when they're just easily as accessible. It's just, I'm like, I won't play other games right now. I mean,
They're
I'm
just
kind of doing the
boring.
challenge without you guys. the challenge that you didn't take, Skunk or Mario's smile.
Because I don't need to
I'm
take
calling you guys out.
I don't need to take it.
He doesn't. Skunk really doesn't.
Skunk does
Skunk's
not
good.
need to take it, but Mario does. But Mario won't take it without Skunk.
You guys
so.
could take it, and you guys would do
Mario
great.
wants you a part of it, though. He wants you to suffer.
Why? He's just
Mario
using me
enjoys your
excuse.
suffering. That's why.
Because he's Team Panda and he wants to see Team Turtle.
Oh no,
suffer.
that was even before all this.
It's the root. It's the root of the issue, Jay. You know it. I know it.
Yeah, the teams have formed even before.
Well, we need an eye for an eye, basically. Mario's expressing. Yeah, scream at whoever it is, Skunk. Do it. Yeah, my weekends are pretty standard though. I don't think I wake up until 11. It depends. If we got anything going on, if we have the AfterLife podcast to record, or if I need to, just sleep in for the rest of the day, or if we got an AfterLife meeting. It also kind of depends on
all that often, but
yeah,
it always depends. It depends.
But it really depends on what time I go to bed the night before. Like if I go to bed at probably 3 o'clock tonight, that will probably ruin my sleep schedule for the weekend to where I probably won't wake up until like noon. So
go to bed at 1 and wake up at 10. Easy.
But see, that's what like all the good streams start happening towards the night, and then I just like, oh yeah, that's fun.
Don't watch the streams.
Like what? I think one of the weekends I screwed myself over because I was trying to like fiddle with the podcast stuff, and then that like caused me to stay up, and I think I was waiting for it to finish rendering too, that way I could just upload it right afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And even then when I did that, the podcast was still not in full HD. It's like, what happened? Like I uploaded at 4 o'clock and it's still not done processing when it uploads at like 2 or 3, whenever that happened.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know.
But for me, a lot of the good streams are during the day or the afternoon. Like there's some at night, but like most of the good streams for me stop at around 10. Anyways.
Well, yeah, mine have been starting up now at like 6 or 5 now, so maybe I'll start watching earlier and not have to last until the night.
You don't have to do anything, but
entertainment white.
But as Skunk was saying, VODs.
Yeah, but that's not fun. I don't know. There's like a stigma for me. It's like,
you talking
why do? Not really.
So I mean, why does it matter for you then?
I don't know. It's just like I'm too lazy, I guess, for some reason. Because typically, then the streamer's streaming the next day at that time. So it's like, why would I watch the VOD if he's already live? Again,
right.
I don't know.
I mean, do you need to watch that stream during the night?
It's for enjoyment.
I assume it's GTA RP.
Yes, I gotta get my stupidity laughs out.
With all the that you did show me.
All the stupid things they do on there. There's drama, like actual drama between streamers occasionally, or like fake drama or whatever in their characters. So it's like entertaining.
So you're just a drama llama. Okay.
Well, yeah, I thought that was all quite obvious.
Yeah.
Jay does love his drama. That's true.
Yes, if we go back to season 1 days, man, I loved me my drama. Watching the SMPs left and right die. Yeah, boy, eat it up.
Good times. Good times.
I can't say that. Okay.
What were you gonna say, huh?
Nothing. Nothing.
Huh?
Nothing.
Come on, Skunk. Come on.
Better if I hold my tongue.
Don't hold your tongue. Don't hold back, Skunk. Trust me.
Come on, Skunk, let it out.
No, because it's I can't say
Open the floodgates.
I've done that too many times this week. Let me tell you, I've been pooping a lot this week. It's been bad. I think it's because of my food I've been eating or something. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know. Yes, please pray the demon turds away. Good Lord Almighty.
Is that what surprised you tell us? What?
I'm just surprised. I'm not the same way today with all the Mexican food I ate yesterday.
Yeah, I was a bit confused by that because Skunk was telling me that you weren't feeling well. I was like, but he just sent me a picture of like a burrito bowl or whatever.
Yeah, I went to Qdoba for a burrito bowl, and then last night I went to Moe's for Okay, so Moe's, it was a percentage night for a friend of mine's sorority. So, a friend of mine's roommate's sorority. So we just kind of went there, and oh my god, the line.
What do you mean by
It was
percentage night?
So like you get, if you get a certain number of people to go there, and you order your food or whatever, you get the receipt, you put the receipt in like a little like jar for X fraternity or sorority or whatever it's for. And if you have a certain number of people, that establishment will then donate a certain number of, or a certain percentage of the whatever they make to a charity, or to whatever that sorority or fraternity says to donate it to. So we went there for that. It was for a good cause. So I was like, okay. But the line was like 200 people long at any time, and it was almost out the door. Like there was a, it's hard to explain, but there was a, where you would order your food off to one side, and then the line was wrapped basically around the inside of the place to one of the doors that led into the into Moe's. So
must be some good food.
I mean, Moe's is good. Moe's is definitely good.
I wouldn't say it's like definitely good. It's just like another, kind of fast food Mexican burrito joint.
You gotta get yourself some of those tacos though from there.
I mean, you got Chipotle, you got I can't say the word.
Qdoba.
Okay. There we go. We got that one, and then we got Moe's, and then bar burritos for people that have that, and then I think that's all for burrito joints.
We have Chipotle, Qdoba, and Moe's. I don't know what else is around here, to be honest, because I don't really go out to eat. But
I still think Chipotle is the most overrated. Just saying.
I mean, I've been there. It's not. It's good.
Yeah, but I don't think it's as good as people make it out to be. It's like,
it's not like a godsend. Like, it's not like
no,
the best
because
thing
he even
that's
has
ever
less
blessed the planet.
toppings than all those other places. So it's like, why is this place so special then?
Yeah, I like Qdoba more than Chipotle, but
I think
I've also been to
only
Qdoba like
that
10 times. I've been to Chipotle like once. So
that's where that Moe's is. Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing special, Skunk.
I was just looking up, like, seeing where one was near me. And they're pretty scattered. But there is one near me, so
you can always get yourself a burrito or tacos or whatever, quesadilla or something.
They ran out of hard shell tacos last night.
Good. Like, that's a disgrace.
That's okay.
I kind of expected it, because when I went up to the counter, like, they didn't have any hard shell tacos, but I was a little bit disappointed.
Good, because you shouldn't be eating that.
I mean, they're good.
No, they're not. Hard shells
soft shell tacos
are an
are
abomination.
Fine.
They're good.
I don't know. I like them both.
Tacos. Hard shell, and I get like 2 hard shell and 2 like soft of those. So
you get 2 softies.
Yeah, 2 softies. It's delicious. Or
yeah,
sometimes
I usually
you
like a little bit of both as well.
Combine them, Wrap you put the soft shell, and then you put the hard shell inside, and then you got that crunch on the inside. Like when you put chips on your sandwich. You ever do that with the chips on your potato chips on your?
I don't.
I've heard about having fries on a sandwich,
but I haven't really done that.
Delicious. Absolutely amazing.
Well, while we're on the topic of kind of snack-related stuff, what are your top 3 favorite snacks, Mr. Skunk and Whitefire?
I put this topic on here. I have no idea.
Man, Papega Central over here.
Like, legit, I have no, because I like everything.
Ooh, I've got 2 of them.
At least
my top 2 favorites as of right now. Actually, I've got my top 3. Number 1, the best snack ever, white cheddar popcorn. 100%. It's addictive. I've eaten an entire bag in a sitting before. Like, entire bag in a sitting before.
White cheddar popcorn.
White cheddar pop. That's pretty good.
Yes.
It is. That's good. That's a good choice. It's different. I like it.
So I've got that. I've got just regular Cheerios, no milk, just straight out of the box. Top notch.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I've got one of the greatest snacks to have ever blessed this planet. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oreos.
we have ourselves some peanut butter Ritz bits.
Wait, I thought he said something else. Okay. Okay.
What do you think I
Now,
said?
it's okay.
Peanut butter
Butter.
Ritz
Ritz.
bits.
He's talking about the last word, right?
I know.
That's what I heard. Sorry.
This is me we're talking about.
Just for all our viewers out there, white fart is a national cursor.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Colin, what's your
Not
favorite
national.
snacks?
What is that even? Oh, ridiculous. Why do I hang out with you?
You don't.
You don't.
True.
Okay, come on now. Oreos. Okay.
Easy choice.
Oreos with milk. You gotta have a glass of milk. You gotta let the Oreos soak in there. Delicious. Okay, so Oreos right off the bat, they're probably my favorite. What are they called? Isn't it called Chewies? The whole like pack of like chocolate chip packaged cookies where it's
Granola
like
bar? Wait, what?
Oh,
Oh,
the
you're
chewy
talking.
cookies.
Oh,
yeah, like they're the soft cookie, not the hard
yeah.
ones.
That's
Yeah.
Chewies from
Yeah.
the Chips Ahoy or whatever from whatever cookie
Yes.
company you like.
Right. Yes.
Those come in
So,
like
yeah,
the red box, right?
I could eat a whole pack of those in one sitting. I am not even joking with you, and just with a glass of milk. And I'm trying to think. What is my other favorite like go-to snacks? Sour Patch Kids. Oh, I ate
Oh
a
my god. I forgot about Sour Patch Kids.
a whole bag in a weekend. Okay, let me tell you. I don't know if anybody knows this, but I went to Walgreens, okay, and I got myself some. I went down over there. Got my whole pack of Oreos, a big the big bag of Sour Patch Kids, like the 1-ton bags. Got
Mhm.
one of those. And then I think that was it. And probably diet soda too, because I planned on being unhealthy that weekend. I ate a whole pack of Oreo cookies, and then I ate a whole bag of that Sour Patch Kids in one weekend. I was sick afterwards.
I wonder why. It's not like you eat like a box of large pizza in one night too.
Yeah, I do that too. Papa John's doesn't count as a snack though.
Yeah.
Maybe for you at this rate, it might be.
I think it does. I think it does. Yeah, they had pizza downstairs. I had to grab a piece. It was delicious. It wasn't Papa John's though. But yeah, Jay, what's your favorite snacks?
Oh my gosh, so I'm so ready. I got it on display. So we got some chocolate macadamia nuts. Those are
looks
like one of my like favorite things because like, you know, it's still kind of unhealthy, but like you got nuts in it, so it's not as bad
Yeah.
as you think. Got a nice little
Jay
crunch
likes nuts
factor.
confirmed.
We got Oreos. Oreos are pretty good, but you know, like these aren't typical because like I only got this because my dad sent me something for Valentine's Day. So,
Aw.
typically I like I like the jalapeno chips. So kettle cooked chips that are flavored jalapeno flavored, and they're kind of
Okay.
spicy, not really spicy, but it has that flavor. I love it. Like those are like my go-to chips every day and night. I think there's like a Frito-Lay's like cheesy flavored one. Like I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are kind of my go-to snacks really.
That sounds pretty good. My brother likes them, what are they called? The Cheetos that are like fiery hot or whatever.
Those aren't really the same as jalapeno flavored chips though. Those are like you're just eating spicy,
Hot cheese.
hot,
But
and then I can't get over the fact, you know, like the controversy of what you're technically eating, right? That's like what they
Right.
were under fire for what their chips really were.
right. Well,
Mm.
I don't like the spicy food, like snack food.
Just babies.
No, when I think of snack, I just think of like brownies and like sweet things and like donuts and like things that are gonna be like enjoyable. I don't want to be
Yeah.
sweating my face off.
Not sweating though. It's just like for
Maybe
me,
for
it's like
you, but for
yeah, I
me, it
guess
gives
for
me like a
you
heart
and you'd be
attack.
dying.
Yeah, because I eat one of them Papa John peppers out of the box, and that kills me. That makes that literally, and that's not that hot. So
We're all
apparently,
gonna do the ghost pepper challenge when we meet up. Can't wait.
I will die. You're
I
gonna
mean,
kill me.
my nose used to run a little bit just eating honey barbecue wings.
Yeah, it depends though, because I know the one place we get it from, they can be a little bit spicy.
I mean, yeah, and it doesn't do that anymore. But
Right,
like when I first started eating them every Thursday, like
right.
it was interesting. It was interesting,
I mean, as
to say
long
the
as you
least.
don't think ketchup is spicy, then we're fine.
No, and I
Ketchup
mean,
is
like it
delicious.
didn't taste spicy at all. It's my nose just started to run a little bit. I was like,
Hmm.
fun.
Weak.
Yeah, so I'm learning you guys are pretty weak, and this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
cook you guys
die.
some food. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of spices in there and make it real
All
hot.
right. Okay.
Don't make it super hot.
Me and White are going down to the Amadeus over there, right down the street.
Wow.
Amadeus. Get a good old cheesesteak. It's gonna be delicious.
I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Disappointing me.
Cheese fries. Oh,
Yeah, you're gonna get all worked up on that. You're just gonna be eating a bunch
I
of
already,
nasty food that's gonna make you sick.
it's delicious. I already am. I'm already messed up. It's okay.
Then why would you mess yourself up even more?
Well, delicious.
Hmm. When you could be enjoying my home cooking.
You're gonna kill us with some like poison or something. I don't know. You're gonna put something
Probably.
in there. It's gonna be
Whoa.
like the dash
I lured you in.
of bleach.
It's not my fault you guys don't cook.
Hey Jay, what's that? Oh, it's bleach.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
yeah, it's supposed to add a little bit of flavor for this. Since you guys are
Also
white folks.
Tide Pod in there.
Oh yeah, we want to add a Tide Pod to add a little bit of color.
You crack it open like an egg.
Oh gosh.
That's disgusting.
While we're on the
Now-
topic
now
of
I'm
getting
intrigued.
ourselves sick, what is the most sick you've ever been?
Like, what's
Okay.
like the most like memorable time?
My brother had a pretty bad one, but I'm not gonna tell it because it's personal.
Oh, we're talking about you though, not him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yes, I know, but I'm just saying, like, he had much worse than me. Um, well, I have asthma, so when I
Mhm.
was younger, I was in the hospital like a ton. So I think that like being sick off of that and having like asthma attacks is probably the most sick I've ever been. Um, I see that thing nowadays. I don't really get that sick. It's like once in a blue moon. It's just like, oh, I'm sick. What is going on? You know, but it's very rare nowadays. But yeah, when I was younger, that's probably the times I really got sick. I would say. I
Hmm.
don't know.
Yeah, I have one time I can think of. Mostly these days, I get 2 colds a year. Get one in spring, ish, like winter, springtime, and then one in like the beginning of fall. Usually, yeah, like beginning towards the beginning of spring, towards the beginning of fall, I get colds. That's about all I get
I
for the
get
past like.
allergies.
I mean,
I
I know for me
mean,
that they're not allergies. Like I'm actually getting a
okay.
cold every time.
You're sick. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not like bad or anything. It's just like I have a cold. My
Right.
voice sounds terrible for a week. Fun.
Weak
But
immune system fire.
yeah. No, I actually have a pretty strong immune system comparatively.
Oh no! I mean, I guess you're technically getting stronger if you're getting sick, right? Would it, or would you be weak then?
I mean, it's not bad. It's not like I get the flu every like I get like strep throat every
Mhm.
few months.
Hmm.
I had friends when I was in elementary school, middle school, high school who would be out sick a lot because they had weak immune systems. Like they would get sick quite a bit. They would go from pneumonia to strep throat to this flu and
yeah, I've never had anything
whatever.
like that. I mean, yeah, I've had situations where it was like I had pink eye, I had,
Somebody fart in
ear
your eye, Skunk.
infection. Probably. I'm surprised I don't have it now as much as my dog. Like, she farts into my room. Good lord, I'm gonna
Yeah, and
die.
then her butt's just aimed at your face when you sleep too.
Oh my god,
I'm sure he loves it.
dude! I literally woke up one morning with my arm wrapped around her ass like this. I don't even know. Like, it was just my life is just something very interesting. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't have pink eye nowadays. 'Cause,
Hmm.
yeah,
You should get it. It should be it'll be a fun time.
no,
You know?
Yeah, you can come on the podcast, document it, just
no,
be
I
like,
already
this
had
is
it
the
once, and I
time
don't want it
Blonde
again.
Skunk had pink eye.
No, I don't want it because I do remember that not being. It was like disgusting. Like you wake up and you would not be able to open up your eyes like this, and it's like all this gunk is all over your like, and it's like crusty gunk. It's just like, and you have to you have to run you have to find your way to the bathroom, and it's like wash your eyes, get all that crap out, and it just hurts. Like everything hurts, and you get to put eye drops in right away. Oh, it's the worst. It's like that. I mean, it's not the worst I've been through, but that's like one of those just like, "Really? This is really happening?" type of sicknesses. Annoying.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
The worst I had was the swine flu when that was a thing back in like
Oh,
elementary school. I had it once, and my brother had it twice.
oof.
So my brother had it once at the same time I had it, and then he had a lasting cough for like months afterwards, and then had it again. So,
Mm,
but my issue was I didn't my brother got diagnosed first with it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started feeling some symptoms of it. Then I was like, you know what, mom, I don't think I should be going to school tomorrow. I think I need to go to the doctor because I think I have the swine flu. Going the next day, it was like a Thursday Thursday night, I thought I had it. Going on Friday, and like the doctor says, "Yep, you have swine flu." You're
mhm,
exactly right. So I obviously with swine flu, you had to be out for a week. Like once you were diagnosed, you had to be out of school for a week. They
mhm,
wouldn't like you had to get better for a week. But Friday night, probably the worst night I've ever had in my life. I had you can hear how like my voice typically whenever I get sick, I get it in my chest and like
mhm,
my you can hear like a really deep voice. Like it feels like my chest is vibrating. Well, when I
right,
got the swine flu, it got to the point where I could barely breathe because my chest was so congested. I had a
mhm,
temperature of 104 and I was dying on the inside very slowly and I would scream in pain every like 10 minutes.
mm,
So it was really bad. Friday night was really bad, and then when Saturday morning came around, got a lot better, started to get better, and the whole next week I was fairly fine. I mean, my chest still hurt, like my voice was still bad, but that Friday night was the single worst night I have ever
mhm,
had in my life. The amount of pain I was in, I wanted
mm,
to just not exist at that point.
Mm-hmm.
It was not fun.
mhm. Man, that is
You guys are
no,
just out here dying, man.
Yeah, the
off
only
scaffolding.
I mean, like, the last time I threw up from a sickness was, like I don't even think I was sick. I don't even know what happened, but I threw up in a bathroom at school, after school. I was there to, my mom and I were there picking up my brother from basketball practice when I was in 6th grade, I think. We were at the middle school. I was like, "I really don't feel good." So as I was walking over to the bathroom, in the middle of the boys' bathroom, I couldn't hold it anymore. I just threw up all over the floor.
Mm,
I just couldn't hold it anymore. I wasn't sick. I didn't have a fever. Like I showed no symptoms. I just threw up. I didn't eat anything different. Just yeah, there you go. Have fun.
Mm.
right? I don't know. That's I don't like. I hate that. I throwing
Poor
up is
janitor.
Yeah. aka my mother. She cleaned up most of it.
Really?
Yeah. Because it was after school. There weren't any janitors there. This was like at like 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, that sucks. Because then you still kind of like leave the bacteria or whatever that's kind of there.
I think they might have called for somebody to get. I don't even remember what happened. All I remember is going in there and throwing up, and then after that, it's kind of a blur. But
man,
yeah.
Well, for me, it was in 3rd grade from when I was my worst sick. I got pneumonia as a 3rd grader. I think my mom couldn't figure out why I was sick because when you're sick, your parents try to keep you at home. They're like, okay, you'll pass this fever over, relatively easy, right? Day or two, I'll be fine. But then it was like still prolonging, puking happening, coughing mucus and whatnot. It's like, why are you still doing that? So then I think my mom tried to take me to the ER one time. And then, we thought I was fine. So then we went back. But then realized that I was still getting worse. So then we went back. And then I stayed at the ER for like a couple or 3 days because I had a 107-degree fever at one point. So,
Jesus.
it was a fun time. But yeah, so that was like the worst time I was sick. They stuck me up with IVs and whatnot. Got to stay there for a couple days.
Wow.
So fun time.
Your brain starts boiling at 105.
Yeah, so they were trying to figure out what to do at that point.
Pretty sure.
So that was the most sick I've been. Probably the most recent one was maybe in like 12th grade. No, actually, that might have been 11th grade. Because I ordered a pizza from Domino's, and I think it's because I put in the order, like, for carry out when I meant for delivery, I think. So then I had to call them, and then the person on the phone didn't sound too happy. So I like to assume that they probably, did something to my pizza to cause my reaction. But then again, I ate like 5 slices of the medium-sized pizza, but I don't know if that's like a bad, horrible thing.
Right.
But, typically people can eat 5 or 6 slices and call it a day or even eat more.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, I just started puking for the next few days and having a fever in 11th grade.
Ugh.
So, I think the doctor, nurse person, because I went to like an urgent care to figure it out, didn't have my fluid. So they, gave me an IV. And then they were like, they think that I had like too much, like, I guess, dairy products in such a short amount of time. Because I guess one of your organs in your body can only digest so much at once. And I guess you're overwhelming it at that point to where it just can't digest it.
Yeah.
So that might have been why. But I don't know. I thought maybe they screwed up my pizza.
They poisoned it.
Well, yeah, because supposedly, like, one of the things people do with pizzas to, like, make you puke is they make it with hand sanitizer. Like, they just used it on their hands. Ooh. So then that way, afterwards, you're pooping galore and puking. That's supposedly a thing.
Not fun.
I don't know. Those are, like, 2 of my instances of, like, being sick, but... Besides that, nope, still perfect angel, no broken bones, nothing, just those 2 instances, really.
I have no broken bones either.
Lucky you're about to break your butt over there.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I'm just so weird how nothing happened.
I mean,
and it was a fall. That was a fall.
I mean, I guess it also kind of like depends on like how you land, what you try to do while you're landing, because depending on what your reaction. See, that's probably why.
Because a lot of people like when I broke my left arm, I fell off of like one of those playground zip lines, and the reason I broke my arm is because I stuck my left arm out as I was falling, and
that's why it all depends on your reaction at that last moment.
I just like ragdolled down. I just let it happen.
I mean, as long as you like, I guess probably would have been your best bet, unless you started like falling head first. Then that's probably
knocked out because these 2 big heavy boards came back down.
So you did you land on the ground or did you land on something?
On asphalt.
Oh.
Yeah, 15 feet up in the air.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't know.
ow.
It's crazy.
Skunk wasn't wearing a helmet. I told him he needs to start wearing his helmet now. Protect his little head. We need to protect it. Don't want you
Yeah.
becoming a vegetable. What my
He's
dad
not
used to
already?
say to me for when I rode my bike, you know. But yeah, Skunk, we gotta protect what's left.
Well, see, generally the jobs that we are on, we don't usually need hard hats. This is just one instance where it probably would have been okay, but it's not like a big construction,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
But still,
facility. I know
gotta
you
we
can't
gotta we gotta
implement things.
keep our eyes out for you, Skunk.
Yeah. Who else is gonna design Afterlife, you know? Like, I mean,
Exactly.
Well, I mean, we got Mario for when he's not playing CS:GO though. We got
yeah.
KB, we got White, we got King Z,
We
we
got
got
Jay when he
Ash.
uploads.
I'm
We
only
got
kidding.
me when
I'm
I
only
upload once
kidding.
every like couple of months. I guess that's whenever the next like Papaya outbreak is when my
Jay,
next upload is.
I challenge you. I challenge you to upload 2 videos a month for the rest of 2020. Will you accept?
Where's my like? I need like an incentive though.
I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
he
What
said
do
in his
you
video he was gonna upload once a week.
Well, I didn't
So,
say in the video. I said in the comment section that I would try.
no,
That's different.
you said in the video because you said we're gonna try to get
Nah.
back onto a normal
said in the video.
schedule while uploading. Yeah.
Okay, I said a normal schedule. I didn't fully define normal schedule.
No, I'm pretty sure you said once
I
a
think
week
you said
is what you
once
would
a week.
try to
Yeah.
do.
You try to do
Yeah,
that.
see, but that's the word try. That's the problem.
That does. You're still
Try
you're
doesn't
still
mean
promising.
anything.
You're still promising.
No, that's not a promise. A promise would have been I promise to upload, twice a
Mhm.
month.
I mean, it's not a promise, but it's still like a.
Yeah, but
A
my word basically means
commitment?
nothing by now, so it doesn't really make a difference on that.
I don't know what incentive do you want, Jay?
I don't know. See, I'm still waiting for like a Whitefire to upload on my channel video. I'm waiting for that moment.
Do you want me to upload a video to your channel?
See, I don't know if I want you to since you're part of Team Turtle now. It's a bit different. You're the enemy now with Skunk and Ash and KB.
How about this? If you upload 2 videos a month, like
Mhm.
2 Afterlife videos a month, starting in March. So for the last 10 months, that's 20 Afterlife videos for the
Whoa.
entire year.
Whoa.
You can upload one video of your choice, as long as it's family friendly, to my channel.
Okay. Gonna get you to make a video for me.
Oof. Do you want to go through with that, White?
Yeah, but he's saying the rest of the year. That's a long time. But I mean, sure, we'll do it.
Okay.
We'll try, but like,
Oh.
if I break, the offer, it's fine because I don't lose anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Deals being made here on the AfterLife Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Again. But
Yeah, I mean, the question is, will White keep his word? Will Jay keep his word after this?
Tune in next year.
Somebody backed out at the last second when we tried to do a deal last time. Just saying. When he's the one that came up with it. Just saying.
Listen.
What? Sorry. What's wrong, Skunk?
It's for the content.
Wait, what happened?
Skunk was the one that made the suggestion that me, him, and Mario shouldn't play other games. And he's the one that backed out. When he's the one that decided to make the offer or play in the first place. So it's like he was fine for a good 10 minutes, and then after the 10 minutes of like us like talking about it, he was like, "No, actually, you guys can."
I thought about it.
You are the
And
problem,
if
Skunk.
I play other games, that way I don't get burned out on Minecraft. So I control it in a sense that I need to have those other games, so I don't totally just play Minecraft.
Yeah, but then why did you make the deal to begin with?
Just to see what they would say.
I doubt it. I mean, we were all aboard. He wasn't. Yes, because I rewatched the moment. We were all aboard. You were the only one.
You guys still could have did it. To be
But
fair.
Mario, I was like, I'll still do it. But Mario wanted you. So because you backed out, we lost everything.
Well,
Even though
that's
you're the
okay.
one that started to begin with. Just saying.
It's all Skunk's fault all the
That's
time.
okay.
Okay. Now, we have one thing I want to end the podcast on.
What?
Okay.
Given that you have a regret, right? We all probably do. Some of us like to believe that we shall not have regrets, because then that changes our current predicament. So, with that out of the window, you can't say that. What is a regret you would change today? I mean, I have one, but I can't say that one, sadly, so it's inappropriate. And also really
Does that have to be a specific event?
Kind of. Or something in general. Like, I guess it depends on how generalized it is. I don't think I would change anything school related. Like, sure, it'd be nice to do a tiny bit more, but like, I don't think that's a big enough regret to fix. Skunk, you got any good ones over there? Looks like you're pondering real hard. Like you thought of something, but then you didn't want to say it.
I did, but it's like every time I think of something, I'm like, nah, it's fine. Because it's not. I don't really regret a lot of things. Everything. I'm more of a person that lives by like, oh, it's happened for a reason.
Well, we're going with it where that's not allowed.
Well,
like
I
there
don't
has to be
believe in real.
something deep down inside that you like
Oh, I'm gonna have to
fully.
think on it then, because I don't really. I don't know.
I
I
don't
have
even
like
know if I
10,
fully
so I
know.
could just list off a bunch.
Okay, well, what's your biggest one?
The biggest one?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had uploaded 2 single-player episodes every single week starting at the beginning of senior year.
Yeah, it would have been smart. I feel like a lot of us could say that, content creation, being consistent with it, because I'm sure we all did that. We probably would be big.
And 100% of my regrets come from 2 sources. They come from laziness, or they come from an inability to be socially adept and or not stay in my room 24/7. 100% of all my regrets. I have regrets about from back in high school from not being more social in certain situations. I have regrets, obviously content creation regrets. I have regrets about quitting doing some things that I wish I would continue doing them. For instance, quitting band after middle school. I wish I had continued with band. For instance,
would you play in band?
Trumpet.
That's right.
So like I have a laundry list of regrets.
I mean, I would have liked continuing band into high school, but I wasn't fully a fan of the idea of having to practice literally every day after school.
Well, that's like the reason I quit band after 8th grade was because I didn't practice and I didn't want to continue to have the in the back of my mind of, oh gosh, I need to practice, I need to get better,
Yeah, because everybody
and
around you's just getting way better, and then you're just
it
kind of
was that, and it was
plateauing.
like I had to choose between that and sports, right? Because I
Oh,
really
yeah,
couldn't
you
do
have that.
both, so I chose sports over it. Which one of my other regrets is I wish even though quitting sports after 10th grade had its upsides, I wish I continue with it in junior year and senior year, just because
But I guess that would have greatly affected you making content too. So
it could have affected making content, which
that could have
would've-
prevented you from making content. Period.
I mean, I still did it sophomore year.
Yeah, but you probably would
the
have
most
been.
consistent time in my life, content creation wise, was when I was playing sports. That's when I uploaded 3 videos a week every single week, almost without fail, a lot of times, or really close to I would miss 1 video a month or something, or 2 videos a month. And that's because I made sure I got out content. If I wasn't playing sports or doing schoolwork, I was making content, and that is all I did. So it was very scheduled. And then when I got more time, I started to become more lazy, and I started to not get on that grind, if you will, and then things just got kind of went out of hand, and here we are today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I probably have like a few dozen regrets, which is a bad thing to have as a 20-year-old. It's not a good thing.
Well, I mean,
That's
I
what
feel like a lot of our regrets aren't as bad as we think they are. Like maybe when we're 30, we're gonna be like, not as bad of a regret. Like it's not like a legitimate regret, I guess. I don't know, like, it sounds like I'm belittling your regrets, but like, when you're 30, you're probably gonna have like different regrets because now you're gonna have different experiences. Maybe you would have been like, oh, I really wish, this, 2 years ago I took this vacation and went there or whatever. Or maybe I did something differently. Like, some people might.
well, I think there's
Vacation.
different
Well,
levels.
yeah. Because like some people don't ever take vacations during their 20s, and that's like, some of your prime times of your life. Like,
Right.
that's what my stepmom and my dad say to me. Like, you're in your prime time of your life, while, you want to be working, the idea is still for you to be experiencing things during that time
Mhm.
period because that's when you're most young, when you're probably most fit. So, and most likely to be free. Like, that's what she said I should be doing while I'm in college. I should be going on all these places or doing these things. But I'm like, I don't necessarily have all the money in the world to do those things. But, it'd be nice maybe,
I
but I
got you,
don't have
Jay.
money.
I got you, Jay. Don't worry.
Like going to
Wanna
Europe,
go
that'd
somewhere?
be
We'll go.
neat, right? But like,
I don't know about that. That's a lot of
that's
money.
money.
It's a lot of money.
My brother talks about it, but he still hasn't bit the bullet. He has money to play with, doesn't do it. So, I mean, mm. I think
Yeah.
one of the things would like to think I probably should have done better is like being more active in school or like doing things like clubs and
Right.
whatnot. But can't really do that when you only have one other person in the household and they're working all the time. So didn't want to do
Mhm.
that. Didn't want another, financial strain or burden for somebody.
Mhm.
So then that's what UT became, my freedom.
Right.
Freedom! And now you don't do YouTube. Freedom!
Hey, now I'm barely consistent.
Yeah, but if you change that, Jay, if you change that for the rest of this year, then
Mhm.
who knows?
Too dark.
We believe, Jay.
What's your regret? Come on.
Dude, I don't have any.
You have to have something.
I don't. And I think that's mainly just because I live by just like like regret is sort of like I don't like the dread on that. And so
Well,
I've
we all
never really
don't.
kept
You,
track of
you
that.
just move forward, or you're always
Yeah.
stuck. So, that's kind of the point. But, like, there's still stuff deep
No,
down
I don't
inside that
have
you
any.
probably would have much rather change.
No. I mean, because isn't like regret just leading up to where you are now and what you would want to change? If I changed
Yes, but
anything,
ideally, maybe you thought you could have done something better. Like, maybe for me, I could have been like, oh, I wish I would have went to prom. I didn't go to prom. Or school dance in general, but I didn't.
yeah,
So,
but like I don't know, I did that stuff. Had experiences, you know what I mean?
hmm.
Yeah.
Skunk's not as much of a failure as you and me, Jay.
Yes, we are
I mean, I'm
bigger
not saying
failures than
I'm
Skunk.
perfect. I mean, like, but I'm just saying like I don't really want to change anything. I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to like like if there is a so-called regret, I don't want to change it because it made me who I am now. But I don't have any regrets because I wouldn't necessarily wouldn't call them that. I would just call them something else, and I can't think of the word for it. So I know I'm being lame, but I don't. I
No, I
like
mean,
legit. I
it
don't
makes
have
sense
any.
though. If you like where your life's at currently, if you like the things that have happened to you so far, why would you have any regrets? Because everything that you've done has led up to where you are now.
Yes.
Sure, you may have problems with what you are with what is happening to you now, but if you like a lot of what you have going on right now, then why would you regret anything that's led up to it?
Yeah. Now
Not that
I
your life's
think
perfect,
about
but
future regrets. Like because I'm like an overthinker. I think about things. So like I think about potential regrets and how to avoid that. So like, okay, Skunk, you're probably gonna want to start, finding somebody like a significant other, a woman
Ooh.
preferably. You're
Mm.
probably gonna want to start, looking and get another place. You know what I mean? So I start to get like it's like a backwards way of thinking about regrets. It's like the overthinker in me. It's like I want to think about the regrets before they even happen. It's weird.
I mean, that's probably why you don't have a lot or really any regrets, is because you already think about what the regret could be, and so you live your life in such a way that you do the things that would have
Right.
caused you regrets if you
You're
didn't
being
do them.
proactive.
Yeah,
Being
it's like
proactive,
in the back
yes.
of my head, like thinking, "Hey, Skunk, you should, or hey, Kyle, go this way, go that
Hey,
way,
Kai
do
Kai,
this, do
go do
that.
this.
Hey, you probably do that because it'll be better for you. You probably shouldn't go to Dunkin' Donuts, okay?" I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, weird thing.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't eat all that pizza. Maybe it'll catch up to
Actually,
you.
no. Eat all the pizza.
But I don't regret that. Like, well,
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, sure, I could say, okay,
maybe,
I regret
maybe.
eating a whole bag of
But
Sour Patch and
Jay, it's also just
Oreos.
calories.
Well, no,
Like,
I'm saying maybe it catches up to him. Like, him eating so much of a certain ingredient can potentially be bad or whatever.
And then maybe I'll regret that later on, but as of right now, it's like pretty boring.
but yeah, I was like, but those regrets are easier to fix.
Unless, one of his organs start failing from it. But
I mean, eating an entire pizza?
like twice a week for the past like year?
That's
I
not
don't
gonna.
no,
That's
I
not
don't eat
gonna.
twice a week.
You
Pizza for
kind of do.
twice a
You
week.
kind of
That's
do.
not gonna.
No.
No, he's fine.
Okay, sure.
My
Thanks,
brother used to
Mike.
eat an entire pizza by himself. Like, probably not even twice a week, probably like 3 times a week,
Yeah.
4 times a week.
Mm,
Like, that's not terrible as long as you can handle it.
Yeah.
mhm.
I
And
think it's just
typically, if you eat an
whatever
entire pizza, you're probably not really eating
consume.
anything else around that. You may not have had a lot for lunch, or even if you did have a lot for lunch, you'll
Well,
be
that's the
okay.
thing. That's the thing for me. Like, I generally eat like a bird during the day where I'm just like snacking on food throughout the day. I don't like pack a full on lunch.
Mhm.
Like I just snack throughout the day. And then I only have coffee in the morning. And at night, that's when I consume most of my food. Like I'll have a coffee usually before I eat. I don't know, or after I eat, I guess I should say. But yeah, it's like a weird system, and my body's just on that system. So it's just used to um, that type of food. Now I can say I don't like. Yes, I'm starting to feel. I'm almost starting to feel the effects now of like eating food like that. I've been trying to tone it down a little bit, but it's very hard. It's very difficult because you're just used to that food and it's just delicious and I love it. So, but I don't know. Can't eat that stuff when you're older. So,
Yeah. You can do that
that's
now, but in 20 years,
yeah,
I won't
it
be
won't.
doing that.
So just that's how I like to think. Like I think somebody told me like you won't be able to eat that food when you're older. I'm like, so I should eat it now, right? So just enjoy it now. So that's what I'm doing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Was that regrets? I think that was regrets.
Is that all we have to talk about? Are we good?
I mean, what else we got on here?
Well, I mean,
I think.
technically, we are an hour and 32-ish minutes into the podcast.
Yeah.
What's the longest podcast?
I don't know.
Let's
Come on.
see.
Yeah, let's see the
What is the
longest.
Well, I
longest
mean, technically, this
podcast?
is probably the longest podcast if we're not accounting for after show being included. Hour and 39 minutes, but that probably has an after show bit.
Okay, we have to go. We have to go an hour and 40. Yeah, we have to go an hour and 40.
All right,
Man,
guys. So I've been wondering, okay, because I had this for my birthday, and generally I like this better than having like a regular normal birthday cake. So, do you guys prefer cheesecake or cake?
Never had cheesecake.
You what?
Hmm?
Oh my god, when we meet up, you're
Or,
having
or
cheesecake.
maybe I had like a bite
Wait,
of
doesn't
one
Emma
once.
make cheesecake?
Yeah.
You know, wait a minute.
I mean, she's never made one while I've been here.
Oh, come on. She's got to make one for you because that's delicious.
I don't
That's the
know.
best.
Like it's cheesecake. Like is that a lot of cheese? I don't like a lot of cheese.
It doesn't taste like cheese.
It doesn't taste like cheese, period.
Mm-mm. It's like a cream. It's like I don't know
What's
how
a
to
cream
explain
cheese?
it.
I'm
It's a
guessing.
different.
Yeah, it
It's like
uses
a
cream
different.
cheese in it.
Like I've been to
Different
Cheesecake
texture.
Factory. I just didn't have cheesecake.
What?
You literally went there.
Well, my
Prime
mom wanted to
purpose
go
that
there when
people
I was
go
like,
there.
Cheesecake is.
she
so
wanted to go
good.
there for like, I think it was like her birthday or something years
Mhm.
ago. So we went.
Yeah.
I tried some cheesecake. Didn't really. I don't know if I didn't like it. Or I didn't really care for it.
Just didn't care for it. It
I
depends.
tried
Did
a
you
little
just have,
bit,
like, a
and then I just
plain?
like, okay, whatever, and then I moved on. I mean,
Okay. All
I
right.
haven't really had cheesecake. I would say, like, I think I've had a bite of one, maybe.
Okay.
I thought it was okay. I think like a long time ago, but
Well, I prefer it more than just have a more normal birthday cake. That's why everybody gets it from me for my birthday as like the birthday cake because I'll get cheesecake instead. Because for me, cake, um, I don't know, cheesecake. We like to get that like sample tray, the sampler tray of like all the different types. It has like the raspberry cheesecake,
Mm-hmm.
the strawberry, all the marble cheesecake. It's delicious, and I just love that so much. Um, the cake though, cake texture, I like it, but like sometimes if there's like too much like icing on the cake, it's all depends. Like I
Yeah.
can't stand icing. I can't. Like if it's like sometimes they'll have them big balloons on the cakes at the supermarket, and those are just icing. Like and it just makes me I want to vomit.
What's wrong, White?
I'm looking at some chocolate cheesecake right now.
I'm telling you, man, it's delicious.
That's
Oreo
probably the only cheesecake
cheesecake,
I would eat because I really I
Chocolate
only
cheesecake
eat
is good.
chocolate cake. Like
coffee
I typically won't
cheesecake.
eat anything else. Well,
Yeah.
it's only chocolate. Like I pretty much won't eat anything. Well, I might eat marble, but
Mhm.
like other than that, probably nothing else.
Yeah, chocolate cheesecake is pretty good. My favorite is raspberry or strawberry. That's pretty good. 'Cause it has, like, a mixture of that jelly in there with the cheesecake, and it's just, like, a good, like you got the crust, the cheesy, like and then the what, Jay? What?
No, nothing.
What? What's your
Nothing.
favorite? Come on, you haven't said nothing about cheesecake.
I'm good. You can keep going there,
Do you like
mister.
cheesecake? Come
Yes,
on.
I love cheesecake. I think cheesecake is better than cake, but I think I like having a cake for a birthday because I don't eat
Oh,
cake that often. When I eat cake,
okay.
typically it's only for my birthday or, maybe the odd occasion. So,
Mhm.
that's like a delicacy for me. While cheesecake, just easily,
You have it more.
cheesecake also lasts longer. Cheesecake can last like a month or whatever, a couple weeks in your
Mhm.
fridge. While cake, the breading on it starts to get
Yeah, it starts to
hard.
get
The icing, that's like a problematic thing because like there's some good icing and then there's also bad icing flavors. So it's just like
right,
there's too many like complications where it can make a cake bad. But
right.
ice cream cake is also pretty good. So, I don't know. There's like plus or minuses, but
Yeah.
I think cake's harder to deal with and maintain and then like find the perfect cake for yourself. And then cake is
Mhm.
typically more expensive too.
Yeah, cheesecake's generally just the same. Like,
Yeah.
you get it at a grocery store, it's just there you go. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. But we're getting you cheesecake when we see you, White, okay? Just
Yeah.
saying.
Oh God.
We're getting 2 big sample trays to put in that fridge, and then we're gonna eat that,
We're gonna
okay?
get fat that week. We're gonna gain like 20 pounds.
I won't.
I'm ready.
I mean, you're not gonna be working, so all that's just gonna be going into you. You're gonna absorb it all.
Ew. Jelly belly.
Nice.
It's not as jelly as it used to be. I don't
Well,
think.
that's
That's good.
great.
That's fantastic.
Somewhat.
So
Like
can
all
go
the
beat
way
up.
back.
You guys can beat each other up. Skunk said he was gonna arm wrestle me and break my arm off. I was like,
I
on,
did
Skunk.
not say that. You said that. I didn't even know about how you could break somebody's arm off.
Well,
with
you
arm
not really
wrestling.
break it, but like you kind of like dislodge it in a way, right from the wrist,
Dislocate it?
or I mean from the elbow ish, like right.
Hey, how hard are you arm wrestling?
No, it's the videos I see on Reddit, like people just or Facebook, people just constantly
That's
like
the internet, Jay. That's
That's
the
Reddit.
internet.
like okay,
That's the internet.
White versus Skunk, who would win?
I don't know.
I weigh more, so probably me.
But this your arm though.
Well, White uses his right arm a lot, so or his left.
We got to see you flex, Skunk. Come on.
I've already done it.
Skunk said he wanted to flex off with you when we meet up, so.
Oh yeah, I got to save it for that special occasion.
Yep, Skunk's gonna start working out more. He's gonna be like telling his coworkers, "Don't lift that up. I
Skunk
got
doesn't
it. I
work
got
out.
it here. I need it."
Skunk doesn't need to work out.
Well,
Gonna
no,
be-
he's gonna be telling his coworkers to let him do the heavy lifting, so he can, get some more bulk.
He needs it for sure.
Well, on that note, we are going to be ending episode 12 of the
Wait, what
Afterlife
time is it?
Podcast. We are over the 1 hour and 40-minute mark, so this will now technically
Are you sure we
be
are?
the longest Afterlife Podcast. Yes, I am sure.
He's just trying to end it. He wants to be done. He's so done.
He's
What?
done with us.
Can we go to 2 hours? Come on.
No.
Dog.
Okay, so either
What?
way, thank you guys for checking us out. There are links in the description down below if you guys want to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We also have a link to the Discord and the application of it if you guys want to go check that out. And also all the links to the other AfterLife SMP members, so go check them out too, especially the host because of me. Man, look at him. Sexy beast.
No, that's me.
Okay. Thank you guys for
You
watching.
talking about you or
episode
me? What
12
what are you talking
of the podcast.
about? Oh, you maybe talking about.
Bye.